Welcome back into Cougar Tracks here on the KSL Sports YouTube. Every day talking BYU sports here on the KSL Sports YouTube page. And starting on Monday, KSL NewsRadio, the return of Cougar Tracks airing nightly at 6:30 p.m. That returns beginning on Monday night, so stay tuned for that. And also, you can watch this show in the evenings on KSL 5.3. Or if you have Comcast Xfinity, you can watch it on channel 381. So many different ways to watch Cougar Tracks now on YouTube, television. We're just growing this thing. There's going to be some new things rolling out here for Cougar Tracks in the coming days, weeks, with football season kicking off. And I think one of the guys we're going to be talking about a lot this season for BYU football is new wide receiver transfer Kyler Kasper. After 4 years with the Oregon Ducks and dealing with multiple foot injuries, Kasper, he's ready to roll for this upcoming season at BYU. I had the chance to catch up with him for the first time since he arrived on campus. We started the conversation by myself asking him where he feels like he's improved the most, whether on the field or off the field, since arriving at BYU this past winter.
I would say just being a leader, for one. For two, mastering the playbook as much as possible. And for three, just dialing in every little thing I can do off the field to obviously keep me healthy and keep me healthy for number one. So, being a leader, all the young dudes, I'm an older guy now, so, making sure I'm leading all the young dudes in the right direction, getting work in after practice, making sure they're understanding their playbook. Taking care of my body, whether it's doing hyperbaric chambers or getting IVs and just sleeping as much as possible, doing every little thing I can out the field and spending a lot of time, in the playbook, watching film. Even if I feel like, going over the script, like I know everything, still going over it, making sure I'm writing down every play, what the receivers got and all that stuff. So just, taking it very, very seriously and treating it, like a professional.
Mastering the playbook and telling, getting teammates up to speed on the playbook. It makes me think of Fesi Sitake's commentary, what he wants his receivers to do. Was that something that he and these coaches on the offensive side challenged you in fall camp to really dial into that playbook?
Yeah, for sure. Just being in college for so long, I understand how important that is. And that's obviously every coach is going to reiterate that. And, Fesi has, obviously told us, like, the players that I trust, the players that are going to go out there and do what they're supposed to do, make the plays they need to make, and be where they're supposed to be, run the right routes, blocking the right people and all that. So, obviously, I want to make sure that he trusts me as much as I possibly can. So, I'm doing everything I can do to show him that.
Point number 3 that you mentioned earlier was staying healthy. How do you feel coming out of fall camp, just health-wise?
Great, man. Better than ever. Honestly, probably the best I felt in all of college. Feet, 100%. So feel good, man.
And I'll follow up on that. Was there ever a time in your career when you're recovering and going through multiple recoveries where you're just like, this isn't worth it anymore? Like, I'm moving on or calling it a day? Or did you ever have those thoughts, or was that never kind of entering your mental space where you're always going to push through?
Yeah, to be completely honest, no, it didn't enter my head at all. I just, as soon as I found out I needed surgery and on my feet and whatnot, it was just like, all right, I got to get my surgery, and then what I got to do to get back as healthy as possible, I haven't really thought about that. Football is what I want to do, so I'm going to make sure I do everything I can to make sure I can play football.
And being here at BYU, it's been a productive fall camp, I got to imagine. What are people going to learn about this wide receiver unit? Because on the outside, there's been questions, but it seems like this group is coming together nicely in fall camp. What are we going to learn about this team when you guys hit the field in a couple weeks?
I think everyone's going to learn we're the best group on the team, to be honest. I think we're one of the best Big 12 receiver corps, best receiver corps in the country, to be honest. I think we got a good squad. Obviously, there's been a lack of production or a bunch of new guys and stuff like that, and it's for injuries that have not helped a lot of us. But we're all healthy now. Everyone's healthy and ready to roll. I think we're going to go out there and do, what we need to do, make the plays. We make the plays left and right all camp. Everyone understands what to do, where to be. I think we all are taking it very seriously. We know the opportunity we have in front of us, and that's from top to bottom. So it's exciting to see during camp, like I said earlier, it's someone else. Like spring ball, obviously you're just rotating in people here and there, but now like we're calling plays for specific people. We got the specific groups in, and we're rolling. Like we've had a real good camp, so I'm excited, man. We got a week and a half to go, and then go show it in LaVille.
I know you have a good relationship in the past with Trayson Bourget, the number 2 quarterback here at BYU. What have you done to fast track the chemistry and relationship with Bear Bachmeyer? And I got to imagine that some of those play calls that you were noting were dialed up for you from Bear. What did you guys do to really fast track that chemistry?
Yeah, obviously spring ball, just made a lot of plays, and then the whole offseason, just make sure we're getting work, going to California training out there, PRPs every other day, getting extra routes even not on PRP days, and then camp, just making sure that our timing is right, and communicating with each other. Like, I want you there, I want you to do this on it, just communication, and reps. That's really all you can do, and we've been hitting that as hard as we can, and it's showing.
Going through a fall camp, just a few more moments here with Kyler Kasper. Going through a fall camp here at BYU, maybe how is it different than your experiences at Oregon going through fall camp? Was it maybe more physical, just from your perspective, being part of 2 highly rated programs?
I mean, honestly, I like this one 1,000 times more, just because I think I don't want to sit there and talk down on any program or anything, but I mean, I'll just say Kalani does a great job of taking care of his team in general, and especially his guys that are going to be on the field. And he does a great job. I mean, at the last spot, fall camp was very, very, physically draining. I mean, we had quite a bit of injuries and whatnot, and mentally they're all day every day. And here they give you a little more free time here, but you gotta take advantage of that. And if you're not, then that's your fault, and it's going to show once we get on to the field. So, I mean, I've never came out of fall camp feeling as good as I do now, which has been my biggest thing. I need to stay healthy, and when I'm healthy, I make plays. So, I feel better than ever coming out of this fall camp, and I love how Kalani runs it.
And you bring up making plays. You come from a family of making plays. Your dad played in the NFL. What was that like growing up with a dad who played in the NFL?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was my idol growing up, and that's all I ever wanted to do since I can remember. Like, I started playing football when I was 6. He was always my coach growing up. And when he wasn't my coach in high school, he was still training me all the time and coaching me up, watching film with him and whatnot. So, I mean, he did what I want to do and where I want to be. So whenever I got questions or need advice or anything like that, it's cool because I'm able to just go talk to my pops about anything, anything. So, I mean, it's a big part of why I'm here today, and hopefully going to get to where he was.
You were a top 150 recruit coming out of high school. I know you got a younger brother who's also playing wide receiver. Can you give us an update on him, how he's doing? Because I think he's got a BYU offer as well. What's the latest on Braylon?
Yeah, he's been battling some injuries. He's been battling a hamstring injury for a while, so he's trying to work through that, and we'll see if he's able to get back and continue. He's kind of 50-50 right now just because he's been battling injuries for quite a while, so it's kind of up in the air right now.
Well, Kyler, looking forward to this season. Just maybe, again, last thing, what do you know about a game day at LaVell Edwards Stadium? What have you been told about it? You've went through some scrimmages, but what have you been told about what it's going to be like with 63,000 fans in there?
I've been told that it's the biggest in the Big 12, that every game the past 6 or however many years has been sold out, and that's one of the best game atmospheres in the country. So I'm just excited to go ball in front of everybody, and the whole BYU fan base so far, they've been great and been amazing. So I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
That's BYU wide receiver Kyler Kasper. I'm excited for him. I think that he's going to do some really good things for this BYU football program. Big season ahead, I think, is due for him. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe he emerges BYU's wide receiver 1, potentially. I think he's had a really good fall camp, and clearly, as you heard from him, he feels better than he ever has in his college career, and sometimes the best ability is the availability, and he's expected to be available for BYU. Coming up on Thursday on Cougar Tracks, wanted to note College Football 27. They're going to have a roster update for those of you still playing the game, like me. A little bit disappointed. They got a roster update finally. I was thinking, they're going to see all the new freshmen, the Pula brothers, Legend Galasker, Devon Eka. No. Only 9 new guys added to the roster. BYU's only got 65 licensed guys on the roster. And according to the gamingtailgate.com, BYU's 65 players that are actual licensed, authentic guys, that's in the bottom 5 of college football 27. The bottom 5, Navy with only 29 guys, Army was 60, BYU was 65, Utah State at 67, and then tied for 5th, Georgia Tech and Western Michigan, only 70 licensed guys. So whatever's going on, maybe these BYU guys don't want the exposure on college football 27. They don't want that little check that comes with the game. Maybe they're just, these game developers are not aware of how return missionaries work. I don't know. But I'm a little bit disappointed as a gamer on college football 27 that BYU's got one of the fewest rosters with actually licensed names in the game. But we'll be back tomorrow with more Cougar Tracks here on the KSL Sports YouTube page. Make sure to subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to KSL Sports YouTube. Talk to you tomorrow.